supposed to that I was supposed to call my wife after I have waited for her to finish her service, of which I have paid her bride price. And before going for service, on her return, she had met with another guy who promised her work. And to date, no work or business. She asked me to move on with it, to have introduced her to my wife.
777-3288. You can also send text message or WhatsApp message to 0901-625-2525. And then right now, just like I said before, that I'll be introducing the guest that I will have in the studio here again because it's been long, it's been a while though. Yes, it's not other person, but boss. I'm gonna say be cool. Okay, the boss with Vicola, welcome once again to Boss FM 5.5 Abuja.
Thank you very much.
I think it's been a while though.
Yes, I've been here, but you've been busy.
So it's good to have you again here in the studio.
Thank you very much.
So how do you feel being in the studio today? What more?
Wow, excited as usual. I'm ready to
Mm.
get into the topic.
All right, good one there. So, all right, let's just start over with the story. What do you have to say? What advice do you have for the boss?
It's like, balance.
Mm.
But I would want to say that since this lady decided to say you should move on, I
Mm.
think it's a good advice.
Mm.
Because some people have not gotten married, but they have intention of getting married to someone else and they will hide it all through
Right?
till they print the wedding, till they even do the wedding.
Mm.
Some guys do it to ladies, some ladies do it to guys.
It's happening.
Yes, everywhere. So the thing is, be happy that at least she told you that okay, she has seen someone else that is promising her work or business, even though she is blinded with promise, because
Mm.
we've dealt with a topic here before and we said even if it's your married husband, as in your spouse, that says quit your job or do this, come
Yes.
into this relationship because I'm going to open a business for you or I'm
Exactly.
going to get job for you, that you don't do that immediately.
Mm.
That you should borrow sense and say, okay, let that work come,
First.
let that business start before you actually quit your job or start a relationship on the note of promise.
Yes.
But if this lady is buying that word of that man, then please move on with your life. As much as possible, try to forget such a person that wants you to go through such pains and things like that. As I will often say, pray, but move on.
Mm.
If she is honest that way to tell you, don't count it as one negative thing and then keep sulking over it. And if you want to collect your red price, please go ahead. It's your money. It's your hard-earned money, as people would say. So please go ahead. I don't know about your tradition,
All right.
but most of the time,
Mm.
when a lady says no, please go ahead, collect the money back. You can, if it's a large sum of money, you can start a business or invest it back into your business
This
or do something for yourself.
this bride price you're talking about, is it just the money that you do collect, or together with your expenditures, what you spent, you collect all of them?
It depends on the family you want to collect it from. If it's money and they
Mm.
have spent it on God knows what,
Mm.
maybe farm produce or business or clothes or whatever, you might not want to get it back, or you might not even get it back.
Serious?
But yes, because some people have spent it and then they'll give you promise dates. Oh, don't worry, in 6 months or 3 months or 2 weeks, we'll give you back. And sometimes some people are buoyant enough to say, okay, come in 2 weeks' time and it will be available. Some
Mm.
people, if you have even spent more than physical money, if you have
Yes.
bought yam and different things,
For storage.
some families,
Mm.
because of the pain or the shame, depending on which aspects those parents are seeing it from,
Mm.
I say, okay, let's just package everything or monetize everything and hand it over to the boy
Mm.
or to the man.
Mm.
So it depends on the family now. And this man, please go ahead and collect your money. It's your
Mm.
money.
Ah. Despite knowing that yes, these are money that we talk about, bride price, has this natural cost attached to it too, or it don't have any natural effects.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. And I don't want to believe such. Because it's your money. I don't think your in laws to be would have done any negative thing with the money or want to harm you in any way.
Mm.
It's your money because you actually wanted to marry their daughter.
Okay.
And the daughter is the one that says she doesn't, it's not even the man that says he doesn't want.
Yes.
So there shouldn't be any negative thing attached to it.
So it's easy to just go collect your bride price, the money you pay for it.
Oh, I know some people that have done that.
It's so easy.
Mhm. Even to the ring, they will return the ring to the man. The
Just like that.
lady will return the ring to her parents and say, I know they do again for this and this reason. Some people don't even give reasons.
Mm.
They'll just tell you that I'm not doing again for peace of mind. I want to move on. I fall in love with someone else.
Mm-hmm.
To the ring, engagement ring, the lady will return it and the man will collect everything. If he wants to sell the ring, if he wants to keep it for the next person that he wants to get married to.
But okay, fine. Before we call it a close of this segment, Biko, don't we see it like if you pay someone bride price, you're partially married?
No.
You're not partially married.
Traditionally, anyway,
Okay.
because if you eventually go ahead with the bride price and
Mm.
traditional wedding,
Mm.
you are already married by the custom of Nigeria or your own particular land
Okay.
or your community or your tradition.
Mm.
So the what people say white wedding
Mm.
is the
The borrow.
culture of white people
Yes.
or foreigners that we have borrowed.
Yes.
So the major thing that we have always done here in Nigeria that counts as wedding is the bed price exchange.
Yes.
So if the man has said, if the lady has said she doesn't want, she can go ahead and dissolve it immediately.
Because why I know they say that if you don't pay bride price, don't marry you.
Hmm.
You don't accept the bride price. You say that ask you, make we drink. Yes, go ahead, make on a drink. Because that was what the story. I believe that they might have asked this lady,
Hmm.
should we, can we go and drink? And you say you just say yes, go ahead. Are you sure? Go ahead. I believe so.
No, the thing is, some people just give the bride price without doing the ceremony of traditional wedding.
Okay.
And some people, that's why I say I don't know the state, I don't know the culture.
All
I
right.
am only giving advice based on one part of the story.
Okay.
We don't know the lady's part, we don't know what else transpired.
Mm.
But based on the information that we have,
Mm.
let's just hope or believe that it was just exchange of that financial
Financial
part.
part. Okay.
So the traditional wedding rites and other things, maybe boxes of clothes, yam, bag of rice, bag of oil, or gallon of oil and all that, maybe those ones were not involved.
What if those are involved? Is it so? Is it so right to
If they have
also?
consummated the marriage, then they are married.
Oh.
But if they have not consummated the marriage, okay, they just exchange or just give up those the money to say, oh, I really intend to marry your daughter.
Mm.
And you have not consummated it, you've not come together in the same marriage, in the same home,
Mm.
or you've not gone ahead to do white wedding, you've not gone ahead to do court wedding, then you're not married yet.
Oh. So this is just two-sided. So if they've done all the necessary things you just made mention, meaning that they are married,
They're
and
married.
so for you to return back, for you to go get your bride price, you can all as well to take legal action against them.
I don't want to say legal actions, but if you've done court wedding,
Mm-hmm.
then you will have to apply for divorce and all that.
All right.
And that's a whole ball game, different one.
All right. So for this one now, you can take any local action.
Yes.
All right, about Kazi.
All right, I have been listening to you. I've been thinking. I really want to ask something. As a woman you are, what do you think that could actually make a woman to make such decision, to marry, even when the bride price have been paid?
Something that you
They've
already
gone for it.
wanted, something you've
What do
wanted,
you
prayed
think
for.
would make a woman to come up with, such decision and say, I'm not a married lady? Is there some, as a woman, what do you think?
A lot of things.
As a woman.
A lot of things.
Mm.
Who knows? Maybe she was enduring the man before. And
Okay.
she was not like, oh, if I see another person, I will go. But
Mm.
let I just keep this one close.
Nobody.
Yes, exactly. So it's possible that maybe she didn't really like this person. And then she has seen somebody she feels she loves.
Mm.
And she just feel that, okay, since I've seen a better fish, let me go with this new person. Or maybe she felt that, oh, the person is not educated enough.
All right.
Now she has gone to school and she has done service. She has met somebody else that in her mind
Mm.
is more social or more educated, more wealthy because this person is um, promising her a job or a business. So maybe this other person just wants to marry her and has not actually shown any positive light of saying, "Oh, I will encourage you to do this and that."
Mm.
So maybe she just feel that this other person is a better patch.
Okay. All right, thanks so much, Vico, for what you guys just said right now. And boss, I know you've listened to what she had said to you, so all you need to do is just do the needful, right? Your mental health first, right? Your mental health first. So just do the needful, and believe me, you definitely find the right person for you. Just like you said, it's better for you to for this to have happened now than later while you're in that marriage. All right, and boss, and this is our to come to close on this segment, which is on the story of the day. And right now, we'll have to move straight to the next segment because of time, which is our topic of discussion. Once again, Boss Vico, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right, let me know today's topic is just like the story we've read. It's I also tally.
Mm.
Okay, and today's topic is becoming a husband material. What women really mean? What does becoming a husband material? What women really mean? So thank God you ask first when they say I need you to find or to define that husband. Easy to
And
find.
yes, and it's also difficult to find.
I think you're trying to be very, very diplomatic.
Easy to find and difficult to
It's
find.
Yeah.
difficult to find and it's easy to find,
Mm,
depending on the type of person you are as a
okay.
woman. Because a lot of people will say, "Oh, I want a husband material."
Mm, mm,
Because if you're a wife material, you likely attract a husband material. But if you are not, if you are, for example, maybe a street girl,
mm,
a rough woman, a getty person, and you're saying, "Oh, I want a husband material." How do you even know who is husband material in the first place?
okay.
You might even see them and not know. Or you see them, try all your best, run after them, pursue them, call, send messages, try to be in all their face and all that, and they won't even notice you. Or
Mm,
they will think you are just pestering their life because you are not the wife material. So if you are a wife material, then you will likely attract a husband material.
all right.
So simply saying a husband material is someone that has the necessary traits or character that that woman wants. So if you want a godly man, for example,
Mm-hmm.
you need to be godly also.
Okay.
Because most men, I've said it over and over, that most men want a good woman that can raise up a godly children
Mm,
or good children.
mm,
So a man, no, even when he's a robber or a loose money or somebody that is dubious, he will still want a woman that would stay in the house or
yes.
even if she's doing something, but at least someone that hides stay down.
Mm,
You get like somebody that can just raise good children, children that are courteous, well-behaved children, children that dress properly, that respect people. But if the woman is not that kind of person that wants to do that, most men will just overlook, no matter how beautiful she is.
all right. So who do they call husband material?
First of all, God-fearing person,
Always they say God fearing person.
and they are not God-fearing. Not all of them, anyway. So if you're God fearing, you will likely attract a God fearing man. And God fearing man isn't just somebody that goes to church
Okay.
or that knows God. A lot of people know God, but they don't have God.
Mm,
So it's not just saying, "Oh, he goes to church or he goes to mosque, he prays 5 times a day, he gives tithes,
it
he gives up,
sings,
he sings, he speaks in
it
tongues."
tongues, all that.
All that is
Evangelism.
good, but that doesn't make him a husband material or doesn't make him a nice person that you would want to get married to for the rest of your life. Because marriage is for life.
Okay.
So some people just say, "Oh, because he's kind to somebody in the office, you just say, oh, if I marry you, it'll be nice to
Yeah,
me."
nice. Oh.
So you have to like just suppose, ask questions, get to know this person before you can catch one that can say, "Oh, this person is going the wrong way." You will try over and over and over again and bring them the right way.
Yeah.
So we are not. So don't try to convince a man and say, oh, I will change him to become a good person.
Mm.
If a person is bad,
It's bad.
he's bad. The only thing you can do is pray for the person to change, or do good characters, do your own positive things. Maybe God will decide to change the person. But don't get married to that person and say, oh, I will change this bad man to become a good man. I will change this stingy man to become a generous
Destiny
person.
changer.
So we have to be extremely careful. Make sure that he treats you well, and he treats your friends well, he treats your family members well. If he says something about your friends that are not nice, try and see from his own perspective.
Okay.
Because some friends around us are not nice.
Okay.
Sometimes it's the husband to be or the man that is in your life that might be able to see in between these lines and see the true character. And the other way also,
Mm.
if a woman is in your life, it might be that woman that will be able to say, oh, this other female friend or this male guy that is around you
Yes.
is not your friend.
Okay.
So the way they treat your family members matters a lot. Then, if he is important, as if he treats you as an important person, then you know that okay, this person is likely taking me seriously. But if it's somebody that insults you in front of people or in private, you know that oh, this person doesn't count me as his equal, or he doesn't count me to be important enough. If he takes you as someone that is important, he would want to introduce you to his friends that matters, and introduce you to his own family members. But don't take this too seriously.
Mm.
They introduce you to their sisters, their brothers, their parents, does not mean they have not introduced somebody else.
Okay.
Or when they start saying our wife, don't even think that you are married and start saying, oh, he calls me our wife. The mother too calls me our, because I've seen it a lot. Counseling rooms, some people say, ah, we've dated for 10 years. I've known his parents since. They used to call me our wife. In fact, I go to their house, I wash clothes, cook,
Oh, sure.
sleep over, do all manner of things. And in fact, they like me in that family. Hello, sister. You might not be the only one washing those clothes. You might not be the only
It's just
one.
your turn.
It's just your turn. You might not be the only one that has gone to the family house and they have called you our wife.
Mm.
So don't just fall into the trap of, oh, they have introduced me to the family, and because everybody calls you our wife
They accepted you.
and they have accepted you. They might have other things to just observe you for a while and know that, oh, is this one better than the other person that came? Should we accept, should we truly accept that? It could even be a test. Because they are calling you our wife does not mean you just lose guard, dress anyhow, talk to them anyhow. Oh, they have accepted me. They might accept it today, they might not accept it tomorrow. So you apply wisdom when you think that, oh, because he has introduced you to his family members, that means he's ready to get married. He might introduce you to family members, and 10 years later, he's still not ready.
Okay.
So be sure that he's introducing you for a good purpose, and then read in between the lines. Some family members will be there cooking, go to market, bring your own salary, cook for them,
Then
buy
you
clothes.
gain certificate as a chef.
And at the end of the day,
Nothing.
they will just come and say, my mother has changed her mind. She says we cannot marry from your state.
So you can also classify those people as also material.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying, that
Despite the
if,
introduction.
yes, if you are important,
Mm.
okay, if he thinks you are important, he will introduce you to people that are important in his life.
Okay.
However, it does not mean that every time a man introduces to his friend or to his parents that he's actually serious.
Mm.
So this one is dicey. That's why I said just be careful. Don't say because they have called you your wife or be our wife that oh, it's sealed forever. We are going to get married. Some people can just do it, and they will even say, I know they marry a mom. Like because she did disturb me. That's why I brought her to the house so that she will meet you people. Do you understand?
Mm.
So some people, some guys, they know who they want to marry and they know who they are not going to marry. Yes, they will like for a while, and just go round and round and all that.
So can husband material could also be someone who also tolerates someone excesses.
Of course, yeah. Because no, they know that nobody is perfect. So if you're in a relationship and the man is someone that can tolerate your weaknesses, then you should at least give him a plus on that side.
Despite knowing that this person I'm trying to tolerate is somebody that I should run away from.
Nobody is perfect. I said that before. Nobody is perfect. So you just have to look in between and be careful how you tread.
Do you have two types of husband materials? You might be asking why am I asking?
Why you are
Okay. What I'm asking is because there are some of these other females like the gender, your gender actually. Sometimes they feel so bossy, like they feel so arrogant because sometimes in that relationship you see them act so weird. You get it? And for someone that is calm
mm,
with them being that marriage and endure their excesses, just like you said that yes, someone who enjoys someone excesses. So for me, I should be in in that relationship, and I will want to also die inside that relationship. Like my life will be at risk. Does that make me husband material?
not necessarily. Not necessarily. The reason is if you're already married, so it's your cross. You have to apply wisdom to either seek counsel, talk to each other and say, oh, this thing you're doing is getting too far, and then look for a way to balance it. But if
Mhm.
you're still in a relationship,
Mm.
you have to open your eyes as a man and
Mm.
as a woman. If the excesses are getting too much, call the person to order. If they refuse, you can back out. It's relationship.
Okay. Which material now will get married to those ones?
And people that are blinded by love,
Those ones are not husband material.
not necessarily, because initially I said husband material, it depends on the woman that wants that set of people.
Okay.
Let me shock you a bit. You know that some women are looking for men that will beat them.
I
And that is their own spec.
that is the own material.
That is their own material. So it depends on what a woman wants
You get.
or who she is
Mm.
and who she's likely to attract or who she wants to attract. So some women will say crazy things. Categorize them a bit. How do you say that word now?
Yes.
In a group of crazy ideas.
Mm.
Some people want bad men.
In their life.
Yes, because they grew up in the circle of people that, except you slap them and punch them, they don't see it as love. If you're always buying gifts for them, we'll talk about love languages
Those
over and
languages,
over.
of course.
But some people have their own crazy love language, apart from that five that everybody in the world knows.
Yes.
But they want somebody that can slap them, somebody that will punch them, somebody that will insult them.
And it's love.
To them, it's love.
Do you think they are normal? Do you think they are okay? Having someone,
To the general public,
Yes.
they are not normal. But in their own circle, they are normal. In the sense that that is what they saw as normal throughout their life as children.
Natural.
Yes. For example, I think I've mentioned it here before. A man that got married to his wife, thinking that until he beats her, he has not loved her.
Mm.
He beat his wife to the extent that two of her teeth fell out. And she came to my mom. I was saying, my husband is always beating me. If I
Yeah,
put
you
pepper,
said that
if I
before.
put pepper, he will beat me. If I did not put salt, he will beat me. If the food is hot, wahala. If the food is cold, another wahala. So what do I do? I'm tired. I want out. And my mother counseled her and said, okay, please, can I meet your husband? Can I meet him alone? And she did some counseling with, and asked him questions. Say, she should be happy that it's only two teeth I've removed now.
My father that
My father removed
Mhm.
about 8 teeth from my own
my
mother,
mother.
and she has scars, she has injuries and all that. And when
That's
he
most violent.
explained his own perspective, he said, after all the beating and shouting, his father married 4 wives.
Mm.
After all the beating and everything, they will still go back to the room, make love, and laugh and all that. As if I said, no, that's not love. Do you think your mother was there? I'm sure your mother was there because she wanted you to have somebody to pay your school fees.
Mm.
She endured all those beating and all that because of her children, not because that was love, not because she appreciated it. All the other women that they don't get beaten, do you mean that their husbands are not faithful or they are not nice or they are not in love with them? So it was much later and I said, oh, I did not know. I thought it was love. I thought beating her shows that, oh, I'm the man of the house.
Mm.
I care for her. She's always submissive to me. Say, fear. You just put fear in your wife. And then they had to cancel both of them and say, oh, say I love you, say this, say that. And I also mentioned it here that there was a couple event I did some time ago, and a woman was saying this night is the first time her husband is saying I love you in 19 years of marriage.
I'm serious.
that is
19 years.
19
is
years of marriage.
that is so serious.
So you know that some people don't know what love is, and yet they think they are in love. They beat each other, they insult each other, they say horrible things. And at the end, there's there's one place I went to recently while I was preaching. I told them that there's some set of people early in the morning, you see them breaking bottles, shouting on each other.
Yes.
If they don't
Do that.
injure each other,
That is not love.
that is not love. They will tear each other's clothes in public. And then somehow they will still find a way to go back to the same room.
And this will they can also
And they
testify
have
in the
children,
material.
oh, and they have
Their
children.
children are watching.
And their children are watching.
And they are
And these
learning.
children are learning. And these children will replicate the same thing later on. And it's unfortunate that some men or women will still fall into this trap, thinking that, oh, because he bought me one thing or the other today, oh, he loves me, and then you get married or get pregnant for him, move into the house, and then the circle repeats itself over and over.
Also material.
You see, I want to, you made a statement talking about husband material. You know, a lot of, just like this last statement is now made, you know, women who love those who beat them, men who beat them. You know, there are ladies who love bad guys.
Yep.
So, what are the husband material in these bad guys? I want to understand. You know, lots of ladies, you know that this is a bad guy, a rough guy.
Mm.
I've even seen a woman, a lady who says, bad guys, some bad guys love better. They will tell you
What is
some
material?
bad
What
guys.
is
So I want to know the kind of material. I don't know if you can
which
help
type
us
of material
describe.
they have?
I don't know if she can help us. I don't know if you can help us describe the material they see
Mm.
in these bad guys, and even when they get the beatings, even when they get the play, you hear some a lot of songs they say, "I know you are lying, but I choose to believe."
Sometimes it's not good.
I just know you're lying. I know this thing you're saying is wrong. I know it's a lie. I know it doesn't tell it, but I choose to believe you.
Some
So what kind
people,
of material? What kind of material are they seeing?
some people prefer these bad guys because they know that after the beating, they will make crazy, they will have crazy intimacy.
Mm.
One. Another thing is that after the beating, they will spend money and buy them good gifts. So they believe that after all, in apologizing, they'll get
So must
maybe
you receive, but must you receive
that
anything
is
before
their
you receive a
that
gift?
is
So
their
it's
own
better I cry
in Dubai.
Um,
Than be crying along the street or in one broken tattered house.
Mm.
So that's the idea of some people. They say all men are the same, all men cheat. So it's better I at least get to one that I know that from beginning to the end, this one is a cheat.
So any
Not
material.
that you pretend to be a honest person. I love him and trust him. Then later on, I discover he has started cheating. So it's better I just know that this one, right from beginning when I met him, I saw him with two ladies or with three ladies. So I know I am the third or the fourth.
Okay.
So throughout their life, they are only just use drugs to prevent all the infections, but they know that at the end, at least they will have money in their account. Even if he steals, even if he does whatever thing, at least he will have money, there will be food on the table. Even though he goes out to different women every night. As far as he's coming back, I am the one at home. The others are outside. So people have different crazy ideas. I think I've mentioned it before that some people will say, I prefer to join some bandits and I would like to see them kill. I would like to see the blood, or I would like to hear the report of the bad things that are doing in society. So people have crazy ideas of things. And the Bible says here, God has given them reprobate heart. And that's why this is the things that appeals to them. Just like intimacy, that's the natural way that people do things. But some people have a crazy, stupid, crazy ideas, and that is what appeals to them. So that's what they think that, oh, is husband material. Until he slaps her, until he pulls her leg and drags her along, tears her clothes and all that.
So
They don't see it as well.
so husband material is just based on the man you pick and you live happily with him. Is husband material, irrespective of how good or how awful he is.
Depending on the woman, her
Depends.
choice.
So husband material now depends on the woman.
Yes, there's the general acceptable one
Okay.
that everybody can say, oh, I want a kind man, I want a honest person, I want somebody that's open, sincere, and all that. But some crazy ideas also are there. They say, oh, I want somebody that beats me, somebody that acts drama. Somebody can always know
Shout
that
out, shout out.
shout at you, insult you, and you know that every day is different drama.
Mm.
But some people feel like, oh, going to office, I can predict my husband. 9 o'clock, he's already in the office. 4 o'clock, he's on his way back. 6 o'clock, he's eating dinner. 8 o'clock, he's watching one television program or news. 10 o'clock, he has gone to sleep. 5 o'clock, he has woken up, and the day starts again. Some people feel that's a boring life.
Mm.
But that is like the major creative and normal way God wanted us to have. I'm not saying your life should be totally predictable, no, but at least to some extent, let your partner be able to say, oh, this is what my husband can do, this is what my wife can do. But we now know that a lot of people have crazy ideas and say, no, that is boring. How can I know exactly what you want to do all through the day?
Mm.
But it's a plus for people that are thinking rightly. It's a plus. If I'm able to say, oh, by this time of the day, my husband has so place, and when anybody calls him,
Mm-hmm. Is that
he's there.
Mm.
This is what my
so?
wife can do, and she's there.
Before we call it a wrap, I want to know. So how do on the area of men, how do we sew a good material? How do we become a good
Yes.
material?
Which,
How do
which,
we
how do you,
become a
which
good
tailor?
how do we tailor
How do you
ourselves?
tailor ourselves?
How do we fix it? How do we get a good material for ourselves? How do we become a good, let me put it this way, how do we become a good husband material? What do you think you can tell men?
First of all, you were born as a boy.
Mm.
You were a baby, and you grew. You went to school.
Mm.
Now, after school, whether secondary school, university, master's, or diploma, or whatever HND, you have to reteach yourself. If you want to be a good husband material, you have to reteach yourself the right way of doing things in your marriage. Some people are baby husbands. Any small thing they run to their mother.
Mm.
My wife has done this, so that is not what will make your marriage work. Because your parents, because they raised you, they know you, they will side you. But a good husband is someone that is building his own culture, despite from all the other culture that you were brought up with. Good. This is your own marriage. This is your own home. This is your own family. So you should be able to say, oh, this is what I want to do. This is what I want my wife and my children to be known for. So you reteach yourself. There are some things that you saw in your father's life that are not so good. Drop them. Don't think, this is how they used to do it in our house. They beat women. Or we insult them. We don't tell them about our salary. We give them 2,000 naira to cook pot of soup and she just has to manage it. Learn to teach yourself. Develop good character. Have role models. If you see a good married man that is doing the right thing, even if you don't know the details, even if you don't know, oh, maybe he once in a while he cheats or whatever, but if you see a good man, learn some good things from him. Learn from his mistakes and say, oh, he has cheated before. I heard he did this and that. I will try not to do that by the grace of God. Oh, he gives his wife this and that to make the marriage work or to help her business, to support her. Okay, I'll try my own best. I start doing this, I'll start doing that. Or I will start certain things. Then people have been saying God fearing. I want to really be God fearing. I want to know God for myself. Not just because, oh, I go to church, I go to mosque, or I hear what people say, oh, I'll not pretend to be a husband material so I can get a good wife. No. Be yourself in and out and be true. Then be courageous. A lot of men these days, some of them will say, I want a rich wife. It's not bad. But at least you two have something that you're doing. Be courageous to stand and protect your wife.
Of course. Mm.
Be there, be convinced. Have a good conviction that, oh, this marriage will work. This relationship will work. Be committed. Women want somebody that has a good heart, that can be committed to her plans, her life, her principles, and the family vows. So don't just go around and say, oh, I'll marry on good days. When it's bad days, I walk out. Be convinced, be committed person, and then be compassionate. Be compassionate. Be able to empathize with your wife, with the things she's telling you, or the things, the society. Some people, when they have their menstrual period, they become mushy, crying, soft, or cranky. Be empathizing enough to say, oh, I know this is going on. Let me be able to let me be able to at least help out, assist in the chores, or get somebody that can help her in the chores. Don't
Okay.
say, my mother gave birth to 9 children and she was the only one, we not have house help, so she must do it. No washing machine in their house. Washing machine with spoil clothes and all that. And you make her stressed all along. And in the process, the woman can die young. And then your children that you said you want them to be hardworking and all that are motherless.
Okay.
So please, as much as possible, do your best. Be decent and discreet. It's not everything you tell friends. It's not everything you tell family members. So as much as possible, be honest with things, and those are the things that will make you a very good husband.
All right, then, boss Vicola, thank you so very much for your time. I really do appreciate it because now I've learned how to be because I could say or kind of also wait. Now that
Now,
boss Vico is trying to say that sometimes it depends on the woman to know
Mm.
if this person is your husband material, kind of. So we all are husband material. So it depends on the buyer.
Mhm.
I don't know if so I guess that's what you're trying to say. We all are husband material.
Mm.
So it depends on who is to buy, who
who's
is to
interested?
accept, who's interested.
What do you
Yeah.
want?
Yes,
But
the material.
but whatever you are or whoever you are, you can
Mm.
improve on yourself.
Oh, in addition, you can improve yourself. That is
Yeah.
the date. That